Hi, this is Yvon Prehn, and I want to show you how to modify images in Snagit and how to create a children's Easter theme for your Easter graphics using this wonderful little bunny. I started out with this photograph right here, and it became this bunny graphic. Let me show you how I did that. We are now in Snagit. This is a $49 program. I will show you how to get it at the end of this tutorial. And remember, my website doesn't take any advertising or affiliate things or anything like that. I'm telling you about this program because I love it and I use it all the time. Okay, I opened up a photograph just like any other thing that you would open up. Just go down, open up this photograph. I got this from Morgue File, which has a lot of free, royalty-free. You can use them commercially, however you want to use them. Images, you can use one of your own, just whatever. It doesn't even have to be that good of a photograph because I'll show you how you can edit things with it. Now, cute little kid here, but I didn't really want a child. I had my eye on this little bunny. So here's what I did. You first take your cropping tool and you crop around little bunny. I don't really need any of the wagon there. Okay, I've just got my little bunny and I hit crop. Now, down here at the bottom, you can increase the size, and I want to be able to really see what I'm doing more. So I have a little bit larger bunny. Now, this is the process that I've kind of stumbled into. I do this all the time. It works so well. Let me show you what I do. Is I first go under filters, and then the one I always start with is posterize. Now, you can start out with level 2. This you just get a very strong contrasting thing, or you can go to 8, or you can do a custom. But I kind of like 8. That works out well. A lot of times just click on that. Now, just that alone, notice how this has turned it into much more of an illustration type graphic. It's really no longer a realistic photo and really works out a lot better for some of the different PR and things that you might want to do. But we're not done yet. Let me show you another thing you can do. You can go under color effects. Now there's all kinds of things that you can play around with. You can invert the colors. Well, that doesn't do much of anything. And you can equalize the histogram, which this is one of the weirdest commands. Sometimes it does really cool things, a lot of times it doesn't. But the thing that I'm going to click on is the color correction. And now with this, the thing now that I want to change is I want to play around with the hue a little bit. And you notice how just by moving this slider, you get some very different effects. Isn't that kind of neat? You know, the blue grass, and this just makes it more of a really an illustration, and you can just go all over the place with it, just trying different things. And I decided actually to go with this particular one with the pinks and the greens because I thought those colors would work out well in other illustrations that I was using. You can play around with brightness, contrast, whatever you want to do. Just have fun. Try all kinds of different things. I will show you in other videos other things that you can do, but just wanted to give you a quick idea of how easy it is to create a good-looking graphic. I'm going to close that up. All you have to do now is just save it and either as a PNG or a JPEG file, and you've got your image. Now we're back just showing you some things that you can do with Snagit. We're out of the program, and here are some other things that I've done with it. You can do so many things using exactly the same process I showed you. This is, again, an image off a Morgue File. I like to take images of people, but I don't want them to look like people. And just by clicking the posterize, and this one just on the 2 levels, changing the colors, I think I got a really cool looking illustration there. Super easy, nothing to it. With this Easter lily, kind of a bland looking Easter lily, but after I posterized it, again, higher levels so that you have more of the image. But I found that in the color correction, I really like how it changed it more to just an overall pink tone, and I use that in a number of the Easter things that I've done. This one here, really kind of a neat image the way it is, but again, posterizing it, playing around with the graphics, it turns it more into more of an illustration type graphic image instead of just a photograph. Now, here's what I did then finally with the little bunny that I created. I actually went back after I decided I really liked the little bunny. I went back and I did another thing just of the whole little cart. You can see how much, just with a few clicks, how the colors are changed in it. But I took my little bunny and little cart, put it in a flyer inviting people to return to things, a postcard for Easter, the same image in a website header that could be used for a children's ministry, just all kinds of things like that with your wonderful little specialized image that you can use throughout a whole campaign for Easter, children's ministry, whatever you would like to do. In summary, here is the process. You open your photograph in Snagit, and then this is just the process I use. You see what happens when you select image, filter, then post your eyes. Then you can play around with your image color, effects, and color correction. Just play around and have fun. To be perfectly honest with you, this is what I do a lot of times at night watching television. I'll pull up images either off of Morgue File or maybe something a family member took and just play around with it. See what happens. You come up with some wonderful things. Save them for when you're ready to do a project. You save it as a JPEG or a PNG, and then you can use it in print or on the web in any way that you'd like. To get Snagit, it's, like I said, a $49 program. You can get a free trial download. I love this program. I use it every day. Couldn't do without it. And I will be doing other videos showing other things that you can do with it. But just this image editing for Easter, just the greatest. Had to share it with you. And then, of course, if you're watching this on something that isn't on my website, please do go to my website, effectivechurchcom.com, for lots more lessons, samples, and all sorts of resources for church communicators. May the Lord greatly bless you and give you joy and peace as you serve Him in church communications.